y'all, honey, look at here. Your girl, it was time to go on, start having a personal summer. Do you hear me? Oh my God. Look at me.
And hey, I ain't had nothing to do with this one. I ain't even started yet.
Oh my God. Do I need some soy? Oh, jeez.
I don't know what you
Let me know that y'all are down, honey. Give me some thumbs up, honey. Give me some remedies, honey, for these hot flashes the sister is having right now.
What's up, KT?
And I promise y'all,
Ambassador, what's up, boy?
It is not from the liquor behind us. I promise you, we have not been drinking. I'm just saying.
I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Something's going on over here.
I had nothing to do with it.
Hey y'all, we having a few little technical difficulties.
Y'all, let me know y'all there. Come on, come on.
Let me know you're there on the Tika's feed. Something's definitely going on. But anyway, we're gonna try to figure out what's going on. Hey y'all, you see me? Oh my God, it's not stopping.
Ambassador, what's up, boy? Tika.
What's going on with you guys? Will is gonna go find out what's going on.
Yeah, let me see what's going on here. Technical difficulties on this side here. We're gonna see what's going on.
But hey guys, I just want to kind of talk a little bit while we were trying to figure out what's going on with mine. It doesn't look like my live is actually active right now. But we have been receiving event flyers, upcoming events, things of that nature. If it's not this weekend, we won't announce it until the following weekend, which we will announce it on next Wednesday. So if your event is not this weekend, don't trip out. We got it. We're just not going to announce it to next Wednesday's show. What we're trying to do is prevent people from having to kind of keep up with it. We want it to kind of happen that weekend coming up. Okay? So having said that, hi guys. Hey Tall T. We're fixing my feed right now, so give me a second. Give it a second. What's up, Facebook on the Tika side? Let's see what happens, because it's blank right now. That's crazy.
That don't supposed to be.
That doesn't supposed to be.
So let me know y'all out there. Tell us something. Come on now.
Tika's, let me know that you're there. I know you are. I know you're there. But anyway, you want to go ahead and start with the announcements?
Yeah, I want people to get it. I want to make sure people don't miss it. We gonna announce it. Yeah, y'all on Tika's feed, come on, give us something over there. I know y'all got to be there. Thumbs up, throw something out there.
I know they're there. I'm still having it. You see this?
You know what? Let me check it out. I think I know the deal.
You think you... Anyway. But how y'all been doing, honey? I'm just going to talk while he try to fix it. Y'all doing good. Y'all on lunch. I know. You see I'm still sweating, right? A shame. It's a shame. And how about it looks like it's there, though?
No. I know what happened.
Okay.
I need to put it on.
We're coming, guys.
Hey,
T. How are you, baby? You know, we're trying to get it together. Let's see if it's working now. You think it's good now?
Yeah, we good.
Okay. He said we're good, so we'll see.
Watch this here.
Give me thumbs up on the Tika's.
Here they come. Watch them.
Here
they come.
Log out of Wheels and go into mine, just so I can know it's working.
Come on, here we go.
There we go.
I knew it was there. I knew it was there.
Hey, y'all, it's Will's fault.
That's
on my
me.
side. He did something that wasn't even working. But anyway.
We in now.
We in here now. So we're going to do some of the announcements that we did get for upcoming events this week. The only thing that I have...
Hold on.
Well, what do I have?
I only have my tea, so I can't even talk about it until she pour my tea. I'll wait.
You know what we're not going to do? Let me say what we're not going to do. Let me give you a few rules. Let me just tell you a few rules before we even get started. We ain't doing no foolishness today. Not today. I'm hot.
Hey.
I'm hot. For some reason, I'm very hot. Let me just say that. Did you slip me something in my drink?
No, you poured the drink, not me. That's why I don't want to touch it. Let me see, make sure it's right today. You know, I have to check her sometime.
Just still a little more sugar. It's okay.
I think we can talk junk now.
Not that that's what we do, because we don't talk junk at all.
All right, let's do these announcements.
Let's do a few of these. What I wanted to do first to start this off with is give a shout out to my girl, B. Chase Will. What's up, girl? The one that visits Brazil once a month. She'll know what I'm talking about. I actually put out a trivia yesterday. I don't know if a lot of people caught it, but you guys need to be paying attention.
Okay.
But I put a trivia out, and you had to complete the sentence for Rob Bass's song, It Takes Two.
Okay.
And she was the first one to come in, and it was kind of going back to our old school, because the subject day is old school, new school,
evolution versus tradition. Okay.
So she was able to fill in the blanks fairly quickly. So I told her, when you fill in your blank, girl, you get a shout out. So what's up, B girl? You know you are my girl. You've been one of our fans from the beginning. So
absolutely,
that's what's up. All right. The second thing I wanted to do is Big Al. I did get an update on Big Al in Florida. He has been moved to rehabilitation, but he needs encouragement. He needs words of encouragement. So what Coco asked that we do is produce videos. The steppers produce a video, just words of encouragement, being silly, being whatever, just uplifting him, and let's flood his timeline with just all kind of stuff, just acting, just whatever. Al, we love you. Stay in the fight, man. We know it's not easy.
Yes.
But guess what? You can do it. You made out of some good stuff.
Yeah, long road to recovery, guys.
So you got it.
Do your own personal messages and then post it on his timeline. And don't forget to do it. Make sure you listen, guys. Hey, that could be us.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. But thank God, you know, he's still bringing that young man through.
Yes, he is.
And it's a blessing. So he, you know, like I said, when you start going, he got to learn how to walk again. Got to learn how to talk again. So you got to learn to do all those things that we take for granted every day, honestly.
Yes.
And so he needs the words of encouragement coming from all of us. So hey guys, please go on your do a little recording and post it on his timeline.
And flood it. I mean, just flood it. Just overwhelm it. Where Facebook want to shut it down. I mean, I don't know. Just flood him, and not just a day. Anytime you think about it, just send him something. We all need that. So definitely want to talk about that. Also, guys, if you have not liked our Facebook page, go to Talking Tea with Tika on Facebook.
Yes.
Also, Instagram and Twitter, same thing,
yes.
Talking Tea with Tika. And also, be a subscriber to the YouTube channel. So in the event that you missed the live feed, you can always go to our YouTube channel and see any of our videos from day one. So we definitely want to see you guys be a part of that.
Yes.
Okay. So we ready to get started?
Yes.
Oh no, you have announcements.
Yes, and let's not forget, for those that missed the opening while we're trying to keep Tika's feed going, if your event is not taking place this coming weekend, we won't announce it until the week prior, which would be the Wednesday going into your weekend. So if we have it, we do have them, but they will not get announced until, like the ones coming up now. We have this coming weekend. We have this Friday starting right here in Atlanta, Georgia on the 23rd, experiencing the Atlanta nightlife. That's with the Intense Dance Challenge. And that's being sponsored by Intense Dance Challenge. That's going from at Drury Inn from 8 to 1. And then on Saturday, it's going to be the actual event where it's going to start at 12. Doors open at 12:30 for those that's going to be in town. Now, for those that are planning on going to Alabama with custom steppers for keeping it simple, that's going to start on this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They're going to be getting it in right there in Birmingham. And weekend package is $45. For information, go to PayPal, look up Lenora. That's Lenora 1640 at AT&T.net. Or you can give her a call at 205-541-7720. Or go to Face Custom Steppers on Facebook. So make sure y'all, man, and visit these events. If you're going to be in this area, we're going to have a good time. All right?
All right, cool. All right, so let's get started.
Yes.
So it's been brought to my attention that I think we kind of hit on it a little bit where we were talking about the art of stepping will die out if the music is not changed or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Okay, so I don't know how long stepping has been around, but I would have to venture to say for many, 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 many years.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Okay, so are we to assume that during the course of the time that stepping has been around,
yes,
that the music has changed? Because if that's the case, then that means that we still would not be listening to the same music from the 70s. I'm just saying. Yeah. So why if it's not broke, why try to fix it? That's my position.
Yeah. At the same time, my position is, first of all, let me say this. I got to do it. I'm sorry. Let me say this.
It's a shame.
You might want to. Let me put this out real fast. First and foremost, my intent is never to offend anyone. My intent is never to offend. Always know this, okay? And so do me a big favor. I've always been told that if someone say something, go back and get the beginning of it first before you jump in the middle. So please make sure, get your eyes out of the way, get your eyes out of the way. So at any time there's something that that Tika or myself say, before you jump in where you picked up on the conversation, do both of us a favor. Go back and see what led up to that conversation first. That's in all fairness to us. Because like I said, our goal is never to offend absolutely anyone, any city, any place. We love you all. Because without you all, it would be no us and doing what we're doing each and every Wednesday.
That's
Always
correct.
know that.
Correct.
So we love you all. And for that, we said thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Very much so.
So the purpose of the show is to definitely try to enlighten, but also bring the community together. So not at any point do we want to separate or say someone is better than the other.
No,
none of that.
That's not our
what we
goal.
do.
So
That's
even
not
as we talk about evolution versus tradition, I guess for me, my position has always been that, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. I agree with that 100%.
Okay.
But even in the midst of you're not breaking it by adding new things to it. Prime example, like with me, if I had kept slide up and back all of my time, is it broke? No. It's not broke. But at the same time, it's not allowing me any room to grow to do something different either. So therefore, when you start doing all of the steps, it allows you now to add new stuff. Prime example. Now, women, y'all get attest to this. This was going to get you on this here, evolution versus tradition. Let's say someone is either with someone, married to them, or they are just together.
Okay.
For the most part, you can almost tell what your significant other move is going to be because traditionally they do the same thing.
Okay.
And so then what happens is if they never grow their dance, they would traditionally keep doing the same thing. They're not evolving in the dance, as an example.
Okay.
And so I believe that it's important that we continue to grow what we are doing without taking away, because the reality, the tradition for me is the beginning of it. To me, the tradition is the beginning, which is in this case, we're talking dancing, it's your basic pattern. But whatever dance it is, ballrooming, swing out, whatever it is, you have a basic pattern. To me, that's the traditional part, is how it's taught in a sense of giving you direction of where you're going.
I get it. I get that. My only concern is that a lot of times when you hear someone say old school, they liken it to old people. I'm going to be honest. So that, in all fairness, is not what old school mean. That doesn't mean it's the older people that's doing it. From my understanding, it was old school, new school. Old school meant, and correct me if I'm wrong, old school were people that were entering in the contest that was over a certain age, and I think it was 40. I think if you were over the age of 40, you were considered in the old school category. New school, if you will, were under 40. That's my understanding. I could be completely wrong, but that's my understanding initially how the break happened. It had nothing to do with, I guess it kind of has something to do with age at that point, but I don't think it has anything to do particularly with your style. But I think we're liking it as not only are you old, but then your style is slow. Right?
But that's not my understanding, but okay.
No, I'm serious. Like,
no,
okay,
I'm with you.
I'm not. Today is not a shady day for me.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this: I have seen some older people, and the only thing I thought when I saw them was old school.
Right.
I didn't even give them an opportunity to even do anything other than just be old. That's not fair.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Hey, thanks, Joanne. Joanne said old school is the original. It's and I guess with lack of better terms, and Joanne help us here. So when you said the original, that means at the time old school was considered, there was no count. You all danced to the rhythm of the music. And if I'm correct, give me some thumbs up, let me know. And then I think what happened was when the break came was when the count came into the game, and where now you no longer dance to you still dance to the rhythm, but now you dancing to a count and the rhythm. So Joanne, if I'm correct, or see Doc said no, old school is not about all the
turns.
The turns. Okay. So old school had just a left turn and right turn, whereas in new school you start adding in all of the combinations and the mixtures. I think that's what we're saying at this point, Doc.
And it's the old school. You always do 7/8.
Okay, so on the right turn. Okay, left and right turn. Okay, so I said that on the turn was a right turn. Okay, so it's on the right turn. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. See, that's why we got you out here, because you out here to help us to help other people, so that, you know, we don't know it all. Trust me. I ain't been in it long enough. Man, hey, I ain't been in long enough to be able to tell you. Okay, so
No.
Doc says new school came about with turns. Okay. Okay, Joanne says,
okay.
yeah, dance to the beat of this music. Okay, so I got it right. So yeah,
Okay,
so
old school is defined as what?
dancing to the rhythm and not a count. They're not counting. They are dancing to the rhythm of the music. They're dancing to the music. And so
that justifies old school, or justify old school is just right turns, right and left turns. No.
what's going on, Cassandra?
I think I'm still confused.
Yeah, okay. From what I'm understanding is, and what I've always been told, in fact, I had an old school guy to tell me, said back at the time when it was music, it was kick, kick, cross, cross. There was no numbers to it. It was kick, kick, cross, cross, and they're dancing to the rhythm of the music. Now, that's what he told me. Now, he's from Chicago. He was old school. He's still old school cat, and that's still to this day how he danced. Okay, Maurice says,
Okay.
yeah, okay, he says, the count came into play for the purpose of making the teaching of the dance easier. Okay.
Okay.
But the count is the rhythm or the beat of the music. Okay, thanks, Maurice. Okay, awesome.
So it still could be considered. Okay, so can you teach somebody old school?
Without, can you?
Because if you're saying the count was brought in to teach it,
To make it easier to teach
to make
the
it
dance.
easier to teach, can you teach old school? If it's by the rhythm, which is still the beat.
Okay, I see some thumbs up.
Okay, so you can. Okay, so
Okay, so
Okay, I'm just trying
Doc
to
said, okay,
understand
Doc said, Tickman, Dre, and Maurice changed it with the turns. Okay, so it's changed. Okay, then Joanne says, and it was the bop. Aha. Now that's what I've been also told, Joanne. Yeah, thank you. I was told that.
okay. Thank you, Elsie.
Yeah, thank you much. That was called a bop. And LC, what's going on, LC? It was called a bop in the beginning. They was bopping. So that's what I heard also was, and again, that's where I think where the evolution part of the dance has come, where when you go back and look where the dance started with all various types of dance, and as it trickled on through time, and it became stepping.
Okay, so LC, I think you're agreeing to you can teach old school, even though it's by a rhythm or by a beat. Because I remember when I first started stepping, for whatever reason, I had the hardest time finding the steppers count, because it is different than a regular groove. Well, now it's no different, because I can't even find the other one now. But before I started stepping, I had a problem finding the other beat.
Okay, Marcy's old school dance. That's how he was taught. Okay.
Okay, so why did we have to? Okay, if that's the case, if you're dancing by the rhythm, which was the rhythm that we had before we learned a stepper's beat, follow me, because we had to learn a stepper's beat.
Yeah, we had to know what
the
the beat
was
was.
not the same thing as it was when you typically would dance.
Right.
Why was it necessary to learn a stepper's beat if we're dancing by the rhythm?
Okay, Doc said LC started the A count. Okay, yeah, the technician, we've heard that.
So you understand what I'm saying? Why was it necessary to learn a stepper's beat
If there was no count.
if there was no count with old school? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand.
In old school, don't you dance? Which beat do you dance? Okay, old schoolers, which beat do you dance to? Are you dancing to the one that we are all kind of accustomed to hearing before we know a stepper's count, or are you dancing to the stepper's beat?
Because LC said no double turns or triple turns in old school. Okay.
Do you understand my question?
Yeah.
Can anybody answer that? Or I'm.
So in other words, the question is, we know that right now we go to this, we on this, and whatever the music is, we on this.
That's the stepper's count.
That's the stepper's beat.
Beat.
That's the beat. From what I've always understood, that's the beat.
Okay.
So I guess now, so from an old school's perspective, for those who learned old school, how did you teach that so people understand that this is the rhythm that we're dancing to without a count? Is the question.
Because it's two different beats. Not two different beats, but it's two different counts. There's the regular, I call it the club count. And then there's a stepper's beat. So how do you determine?
Okay, so Doc said the 6 count is more about the rhythm. Okay. So that's where the kick. So the kick was just the setup, and then the kick, cross, and cross Well, because you cross on 3 steps. The kick, cross, and cross. That's 6. That would be 6 steps.
Okay. So, do you think it's necessary to? I see Elsie saying something.
Okay, 2nd and 4th measure of the music. Okay.
Who said that? The technician?
Technician.
Can you
We're
send
not
me an
musicians.
email?
We're not musicians.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can you send me?
I'm a drummer. I do know what you're talking about.
I do know. I played clarinet in high school, but that's about it. Bye, honey. You want to come give me a kiss right here? Right here. Oh.
Okay, Maurice said, no, it's music. All music has a count to it. That's a true statement.
Well, it is.
Yeah, that's a true statement. All music has a count to it. That no doubt about. It's broken down in different
Well,
measures.
yeah, and this is true.
I mean,
this is a true statement.
I ain't gonna give you no shit.
I know. You know you want some sugar. I mean, this is true, but guys, I'm just trying to really determine and try to separate it too.
Okay, so Helen said same thing. Kick, cross.
Okay.
Joanne is right. Yeah. LC
Okay.
said Mua. That was for you.
No, I'm just saying because you have your new people coming in and they'll ask when I'm out on sets, like, okay, so what's the difference between old school and new school? And the only thing I always say is just the terms.
Right.
That's the only answer I can really
I can
come up
honestly,
with,
now
but-
what I can say is this. I would say being a guy that has had the opportunity to lead the dance, and I have danced with people like Helen. I've danced with Helen before, and I've danced with, and hope Kat, no Kat, if she don't mind calling, I've danced with Kat. These are some of the ladies in this community that's definitely old school on the kick, cross. It's a different dance, and it's a lot. And now that I'm able to dance with them, it's so much fun, because with them it's about footwork and just dancing. They gonna do that footwork, do that dancing. Ain't gonna be a whole lot of turns and spins are not gonna happen with them.
Okay.
You're just gonna get a nice solid. And what I like about them, I can't say this now that I'm able to do it. What I like about dancing with some of the old school ladies, man, it's got this pressure that they give right here in their arms. And man, and they'll communicate. This dance is, I know this for sure. We communicate in our hands, and they communicate so much in their hands from the old school that, man, it kind of makes you want to flow and follow. And it kind of becomes more like a lead follower through the whole dance, and it's just
so the roles switch.
The role is constantly switching. And for me, I feel like the roles are constantly switching. She'll take over and she'll grab and she'll give me know she's about to do this, and man, and it's such a different feeling. And it's really definitely kick, cross, and they kind of help. They've taught me a lot of stuff just being on dance floors, just dancing with them. They kind of move me where they say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Helen is great at it. Helen like, oh, man, come on, Will. And,
so you don't look at it as though the woman is trying to take over.
No, let me tell you something.
Because I've heard that too. I've heard some of the new school guys say, oh, I don't like to dance with her because she tries to take over the dance. Because that woman may be traditionally maybe an old school dancer, I guess. I don't know, but they typically don't like to dance with them. So, do you look at it that way?
No,
as
let me
if
tell you
they're trying
something.
to take over?
At the end of the day, I'm simple. I don't have no huge ego. I'm a man, and can't nobody change it. And just because I'm open to learn from a female who's willing to show me something that from a different perspective, I think me personally, I think it'd be a foolish person to turn that down, because what you are getting from someone who has no reason to offer you anything. You're getting something from a day and time that you don't even know about. So any man who would have an issue with a female from an old school perspective that's trying to show them something out there on the dance floor, if they turn that down, that's like turning history down. How do you deny or turn down your history?
What I think is the respect.
Absolutely
I'm
respect.
Be honest with you.
Hands
As
down.
a new dancer, and I guess I consider myself, I know Ed hates this word, but I want to be a hybrid. I want to know how to old school dance and new school dance, if you will. I want to know how to get in that pocket with that guy and ride that thing out. I'm beginning to learn that, and I love it. I actually like it a whole lot more than a whole bunch of combinations and all this craziness and getting injured.
Right.
I say that every week.
Yeah.
I prefer a more of a relaxed old school. I like to kind of dance to the words, to the rhythm. I'm beginning to, based on my instruction, beginning to listen to what I am hearing versus trying to get all of my moves in that I just learned at Monday night's class.
And let me tell you something. And Doc don't mind. Doc don't mind. Doc told me some time ago. He said, Will. He said, man, you got a ton of moves. He said, but you're not dancing.
Mm.
And I'm like, you know, Doc, I don't understand that. 'Cause I think in my mind at that time, I was dancing. He said, no. And I have Maurice have times to talk to me, say, well, man, you got a nice game, but you gotta dance more. Over time, over the last year and a half now, maybe 2 now, I understand that. So now I enjoy it. Man, let me tell you something. Now people dance to me. I'm gonna put you on a few things. Yes, I'm gonna do that. But it's more of the dancing, which now I can appreciate the old school, which people dance like people like Cat and Helen, because they are dancing. And there is no there's no method to it. They are just dancing. We just having a good time. We might go in and out of that count, but we gonna, and for people talking about count now, we might go in and out of that dance or that count several times. But what's funny is you always, when you dance with them, you kind of always, especially Cat, you kind of always know where you are.
And that's skill.
And you hitting that rhythm, you hitting that beat like bow. Next time you might move through a few segments and come back again
And fall
boom,
right back in the
right back in that
pocket.
beat. You might miss a few beats as it going, but you gonna end up back on that beat. To me, that lesson within itself was, hey, is powerful for me as a young dancer.
So let me ask
Not in
you.
age.
What does that say right there?
Carrie Adams. Can an old school dancer dance with new school dancers without feeling fall? I guess that's falling or feeling off count. Oh, feeling okay without feeling off count. You should be able to, because the old school gonna let you know. You adjust for the okay. Mari said you adjust for the music. So what he's saying, what I hear, okay, good.
Okay.
Based on the music that's being played, like we talking about some of the old school music, that's coming up also, talking old school music versus new school music. Some more of the hip hop in the sense of kind of up to date stuff. So based on some of the traditional music they was dancing to back in the day, is what I understand. Hope Maurice help me out if I'm wrong, correct me. If I'm right, give me some thumbs up. With the older school music, it's more kind of like just like a real nice rhythm, you know. It's not, and it's not fast. For one, I can tell you this: it's not fast.
Correct.
That I can tell you.
That's correct.
And I've learned really the best part of this dancing is now. Now I've been doing it a few years. I'm enjoying this. Hey, I'm enjoying the slower music. Whereas when I was new, I was all, oh no, let's get it. We gotta ride it out. Because I wouldn't do a bunch of moves. I wasn't dancing.
I've heard a lot of women say, I hear them get on the dance floor, I want you to challenge me. What does that mean? Get on the dance floor and I want you to challenge me. Should a dance be a challenge? Or should it be a dance? I mean, when I was going out to regular clubs, I had a good time. Whether I was dropping it like it's hot or whatever, I don't need no challenges. Why do we need a challenge?
Girl, you was dropping
I
like
can't do it.
You was
Baby,
dropping
the way these hot flashes set up, you do not want me to try to drop anything. Do you hear me?
I wouldn't have danced at all.
Oh, that's true. But I'm wondering, what does that mean? What is the whole thing about, oh, I want you to give me some challenges? Or I remember being this way myself. If someone gives me something and I miss it, for the rest of the dance, I'm thrown off. Like,
Right.
Can you give it to me again? Oh, give it to me again. You spend the majority of your time trying to make sure you can lock down a move, but not even realizing your feet weren't right, you weren't positioned right, and you didn't even hit a song because you were so busy trying to make sure you get all the moves that they give you.
Right.
What is that about? Are there some guys that get on the floor and their sole purpose is to challenge the woman they're getting ready to dance with? Does that make you look better? Or does that make her look worse? Or do y'all collectively look horrible?
Me personally, and I know guys like Doc and Maurice can attest to this, my goal always have been and will always be is really to dance with the lady. This dance is about her,
Right.
and the better she look, the better I look.
Right.
And so if I'm dancing with her, I feel like it's going to be a better dance anyway. Right, exactly. You know, Tanya says, "Speak, Tika." That's right. You know, we shouldn't be out there trying to challenge a female that just is. Let me say this. Put your shades on. Let me say this. What I've learned. Put your eyes on then. What I've learned oftentimes when I find men, and even sometimes women instructors and men instructors, when they start trying to challenge that female or challenge that guy in the dance, what they're really trying to do is try to show you how bad you are so you can come to their class.
Oh, let me.
That's what it always appears, is that they're trying to see how they trying to throw stuff at you that really don't even make sense and probably off count anyway. But they're really trying to do it to get you to come to their class.
Okay, so
okay, I just simply have a passion for stepping and truly be my own zone. Don't be caring who's watching or who's counting my steps. And no challenge. It's about having fun while step exactly.
And I get that, but let me let you know something. If you're with someone that's about the moves and about trying to throw you off, if you don't speed up and try to halfway do what they're saying, you really can get hurt.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm telling you. Now, I'm learning how to block stuff now. I'm learning that now. But there's been times where my roller cup was hurting because you're trying to move so fast. You giving me the move way over there. I'm over here. You're not coming up the lane at all. I'm way down here. You turning me like this. What's going on?
It's not about you. That's why they're doing it. It's not about you. That dance is about them, not you. Keep that in mind.
That's a problem. And I get that.
Yeah.
I totally get that. So, guys, I mean, come on. You know, we don't want to beat a dead horse because every week we've been talking about these dudes. I think that now I'm not just, all the women ain't got it either. But I'm going to just be honest. Some of these men folks, baby, you need to go back to the lab. For real.
Yvette said, so saying. True. Don't humiliate us to get us to come to class. Exactly.
Ooh. And I want to say this right before we go any further. Doc, I hope that you're still there.
He is.
Sunday at the VFW. Thank you. I had some amazing, well, let me just say it from my end. I hope he thinks they were good. But from my end.
It was amazing for you.
Right, and that's all that matters,
That's
right?
all that matters. It was amazing for you.
I had some amazing dances with the Doc on this past Sunday at the VFW, honey. Beautiful. Doc always teaches me stuff. I appreciate that so much, Doc. Thank you.
Great point, Maurice. Maurice said the real challenge is about looking good. Everyone doesn't understand that. Absolutely agree.
Oh, hey, I know who you are now. Hey, Maurice. Really? I do know. I'm slow. It's so many Maurices.
That's my girl, though. I told you you should have said something to me. Don't say that out loud. You should have said, hey, Will, which Maurice you talking about? Say that out loud.
No, I just kept, I can't see. I can't see. I just see you saying Maurice. But at any rate, all right, so let's talk a little bit about the music itself.
Okay.
Okay, so do you personally feel, I'm asking you, do you guys personally feel,
thank you, Tika.
No problem, thank you, Doc. Do you guys feel that the music selections need to be updated?
Hold on. As a DJ, I'm not going to say that. Because you have to, let me tell you something, you have to know who your audience, every good DJ should say this to you. You have to know your audience.
Okay.
If you have an audience of a good mixture of old school, some new dancers to the game who don't understand old school music, but they're in the room. Wait,
let me stop you. Okay, go back.
Okay.
Now, is there such thing as old school music? Now, just because it's an older cut doesn't mean that it's old school music. Because my thought, now, from what y'all just said, because we set this up, right?
Right, yes.
I should be able to listen to whatever I want to listen to and still do an old school dance. Am I right?
See, Maurice just said what I said. It depends on who you're playing to. But
that's not fair to say old school music, is it?
Well, I think it let me say it like that. I think it goes with the era of those who learn this dance without a count. So I think we're talking different eras of the dance at this point. But
it's still the beat.
Yeah, I ain't saying it's not. But for those who learned the era of the old school where they did not count, they danced to a rhythm to the music, they didn't count it.
Okay.
So to them guys, I say the old school music, that's really for those who came back to Joanne's statement. Joanne said the original. For those who learned the original dance, there was music to the music at that time.
The lyrics or the beat? Because the beat doesn't change.
No, the beat never changes.
Okay, go back to my point.
Right.
who specified? This is my main point. Some people won't go hear certain DJs because they feel like that DJ plays old school music. If it's music and it's a beat, what difference does it make?
I answer that for you. Now, I'm coming at you again, Doc. Doc got on me one time, and I was DJing at an event. He said, "Hey, Will." He said, "Man, you keep it in music like this, like
Okay.
a person monotone, like somebody talking in monotone,
at the same rhythm,
same music. Nothing is
I
changing."
can understand that.
So, with that being said, sometimes you got some DJs will just play the music like this, which is they inundate you. We call it going into the vault. They will inundate you with stuff that's way back in the early 1910s and the 20s.
So that, okay, wait, now let's go back. So because it was a song he got in the vault, that makes it old school music?
If the music still got the scratchy sound like it's coming off an album.
But if you did, like you got to lick it like this to make it play and put a quarter on it and wipe it. No, but you understand what I'm saying?
No, I totally understand.
So what makes a song that was made in 1932 beat any different than one that was made in 2016?
I tell you what,
we are dancing to the beat.
Here we go. Here's a good one. Maurice said, yeah. Okay, Doc said, that's it, Will. See, yeah, Doctor said about that monotone.
And I understand
so
that.
now, with that being said, think about this here.
Okay.
Okay. What I understand, I've come to understand more and more about the music, is that music that my mama grew up on. I'm not saying anything is wrong with it. It's still good for its time. And even now, in this day and time, let me throw an example.
Okay.
Every now and then, when I throw out, let's say if I throw out a hip hop song.
Okay.
A lot of the people that in the room who come up in the era of the original music for stepping, they look at me like, man, what in the world are you doing? But I got a crowd in the room who's loving it. So, because they are listening to this kind of music today. So when you talk old school, yeah, I love the old school. Man, it was good Stephanie Mills, some Luther Vandross back in the day, and we can go down and list a lot of Willie Hutchinson back in the day. So these are the kind. This is the kind of stuff when I hear the original who dance to the original music, this is what they enjoy the most.
So this is considered old school music.
Because this is what they learned on. This is what they was dancing to back in the day.
So when you play the old school music, only the old school people should be dancing?
No, everybody's gonna dance because you have to learn the appreciation of the music.
That's my
regardless to what era it comes from.
Thank you. Now you where I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So why is it a problem? Us new schoolers, well, I'm a hybrid. Thank you, Don. Ed, I'm a hybrid. What is the problem when you hear a DJ that's playing that plays more of the older cuts? It's a problem for you newer school
all
dancers.
night. If they playing it all night, it is a problem.
It's just music.
If they playing it all,
it's just music.
That's back to that monotone. If you
I
playing,
didn't say the same rhythm.
but it's still. But you got to understand.
Different beats, just stuff that might have been made in 1940.
But you have to meet people where they are. You can't just
Why you can't learn how to dance off that too though? They literally don't like to dance off. They complain like, "Oh my God, why he playing that music?"
Okay, Doc said that's the classic. New school is about the style of the dance. Thanks, Doc. So Doc is saying so then you got classic music is what he's saying, which is what they started out back in the day with the original dancers.
Okay.
They call it the classics.
Okay.
And then now you have more of the new school stuff where now you throw in some rap or some R&B, where it's all is R&B, throw in some rap, you know.
So I can't listen. I can't be on an old school dance. Okay. I can't have an old school song can't be on and I'm doing new school moves. New school moves on old school music. I can't do that.
She said, nobody want to hear the old school stuff all night.
I'm not saying all night, guys, but I'm serious. There are some people, some DJs that prefer to kind of stay, not necessarily stay over there, but they'll pull some oldies out. Who messing with me?
Tell you, she said, "Bird life in the country."
Oh no, baby. Let me tell you something. No, ma'am. Life in the country with them ebonies. Girl, we play that at night, child, but we didn't even get frisky. I got to hit them ebonies, baby. No.
Dusty's
I love
Old
that
School
song.
versus Johnny Gill. I like the mixture. Great point.
That's a good point.
Adrian, yeah, great point.
That's a good
yes.
point.
Yeah, and I agree that. And that's what I'm saying. That's what Doc told me as the DJ. He said we can't just keep playing. And basically what he was saying is, don't keep playing one style of music all night long. The whole entire, and what you were saying, some DJs will come in and they will play this all night long. And even though it could be classic, but even in the classic, there's good. Like even in the classic, sometimes there's some up tempo in classic as well. But at the same time, what about reaching people that's in this era also? Because you got to understand, I learned this dance in this particular era of the new school. Now, the only reason I can appreciate different music because I started DJing in 1985 in Germany when I was in the military.
Okay.
So I was able to appreciate all kinds of music because as a DJ, you should be able to appreciate.
Okay.
But I can't force feed that on everyone. Like if you love classics all night, then I got some new school. Then I'm gonna kill that crowd of we talking evolution versus tradition. The traditional dancers are gonna love it. Okay. But as this dance evolved, the people who come up in this particular era of it, prime example. Let me take you back and some of you all, like me. I'm gonna put myself on Front Street on this one. I got my shades on for me. Back in my hometown, you never heard of it. You never probably gonna see it. You mess around and you ain't gotta blink, you gonna miss it. I'm gonna tell you how small it is. South Boston, Virginia is where I grew up at. Now.
Is that Georgia? Oh, Virginia.
That's in Virginia. I said Virginia, y'all. Now, with that being said, I was in, me and my girl Tanya was down there, I was there a couple years ago for my uncle's funeral, okay? So we was there. Let me tell y'all something how I know that I've evolved from that life of tradition for them. McDonald's closed at 11 o'clock. And McDonald's is on highway, on interstate, not interstate, on 58, Route 58, which is a major road that goes down through Danville, up through South Boston, up into Richmond. So it's a major road where all the truckers and people travel to get up north. And they close at 11 o'clock. And this was on a weekend. Now, with that being said, to me that's tradition. I can't live there. They have not evolved with time. That doesn't mean you forget.
So you're thinking the evolution is just the music?
No, I'm saying the evolution is the dance and the music, but you don't forget where you come from. I think it's great to know both styles. I'm loving it now that I know both styles.
Well, I want to ask you this. Who teaches the old school style? Because let me tell you something. I personally think, again, I'm getting the coaching now, more of an old school feel.
Okay.
Learning how to feel the music. It's not so much as she's completely breaking me all the way. Well, yes, she has, but I'm just saying I digress. But she's teaching me how to feel the music, feel the lyrics, feel this, and I could just sit down and talk to her, and she could explain to me what this dance is about. Who's teaching that?
Phyllis at Egypt. That's my sister-in-law. She been there. She know what I'm talking about. My sister-in-law been there. Egypt.
Who's teaching old school? If you think it's important, or do you just learn on the floor? You didn't go to a class and learn old school.
No, I did not.
You learn old school starting to feel it by dancing with old school dancers, if you will.
I started dancing with those who would dance the original dance. Okay. So I'll use that once, or you can call them old school. They dance the original, because we want to get the name right. They said not old school, the original. Okay. Dancing with women who dance the original, and dancing with them. Mm-hmm. And I can say, and backtrack, I would go a step further and say, even when y'all know I travel, me and my girl, we travel a lot. Okay. And so even in my travel, I've had a chance to dance with other ladies who are from Chicago, and from those who also learn that's not from Chicago, but they still know the old school. Mm-hmm. I've had a chance to dance with them. And you learn first of all, you learn real fast. First of all, but it ain't gonna be a whole lot of turns and dips and turns, and ain't gonna be no wilding out. They gonna just let you know up front. Mm-hmm. And they do it without saying it. You go to try to throw them something, they're like, look at me like, it ain't gonna happen right there.
And it's not because they don't know how.
No, not because they don't know how. I'm gonna tell you, here's a good person.
Please.
I'm gonna put out there, Maddie B. I messed with Maddie. We was on a cruise.
Yes,
we were Miss Mary's cruise.
Yes.
And we Peach stayed at Miss Mary's cruise that time. Maddie was on the boat. And you know me. She started talking junk to me. I don't know her yet.
Right.
But it's okay. Me, I don't back down. I started talking junk with her. And so we on the dance floor now. I said, Maddie B, I just want to let you know up front. I'm hitting you with some new school stuff. She said, baby, bring it on, baby, because I can dance all of them, old school, new school. She said, when you get done with this new school, you got to dance my dance too now. I said, well, all right. So we danced 2 times. The first time we danced, did my way, new school, as you want to call it. Second time we did it her way. And let me tell you, we had the most fun on that ship.
But how often is it that a old school person not old school, a person that was taught new school ways, how often is it that they know how to dance old school? Because somebody just asked, they found it difficult to dance with someone from an old school original era. They find it difficult to dance with them without losing the count. It's very rare, and it's been a struggle because I learned new school way. It was a struggle for me to dance with old school original dancers because I can clearly tell that you are not counting. You're not on a count that I'm on. Let me just say that. So you're moving me, and I'm like, okay, it's not time for me to move yet. I'm not on 4. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I can't move yet. You know. So I found that I would run from those dancers. But now that I'm learning how to A, relax, B, listen to what's being played and what's being said, and then try to find where that man is dancing at. He may be dancing on the hi-hat. He might be dancing on the flute. He might be dancing on something else. It's all in the same rhythm or beat, if you will. But if I can get into that pocket and start to feel him and look at him.
That's what Tickman told. Tickman told me that. When I took that pride with him, Tickman said, you got to hear more than just that boom. Excuse me. Boom. Mm-hmm. You got to hear more than just that boom. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Boom. He said, there's other stuff that's going on in between there. Mm-hmm. He said, so learn how to, he said, you ain't got to go to just move within there. Mm-hmm. He said, you will learn, and back when Maurice said, the music is what makes the dance. It gives you the beat, but it's what makes the dance. Every song, you should, my opinion, me alone, every song I dance a different way, and not only do I dance with a different song, also depends on who I'm dancing with. Because the song dictates it, and for me now I'm learning.
You should be doing.
Right, the song dictates the dance to me now. Along with who I'm dancing with also brings about the same thing.
But does that come with experience?
I think it comes with time.
Can that be taught?
I honestly don't know. I don't know my opinion, I can't say it can be taught. No, I think it comes with time. I think it comes with, you don't learn this overnight. Because like I said, these things that Doc, Maurice, Tickman, Ron and B, these things they was telling me years ago. Mm-hmm. I want to be doing this 6 years. And so over the course of time, I've had to learn. Now I'm learning I understand what they're saying now. Mm-hmm. Whereas I didn't understand that before.
And again, you think it comes with time.
I think it comes with time and experience.
I have to agree.
Yeah, it comes with time and experience.
With Doc.
Yeah, it comes with time, experience, and dancing with people of different flavors and different from different eras more so. Mm-hmm. From people who dance with. I don't run from the originals anymore.
I used to
run because I knew I couldn't. I didn't have a way of flowing with them, and it was like, man, I can't know. Mm-hmm. But now my dance has changed as a result of dancing with some of the original dancers.
Right. I run to them. I run to him now. I'm like, Doc, who's some of my old school? The band, where y'all at? I need to feel it because it's a totally different feel.
Maurice said maturity.
And it comes with maturity. I have to agree.
Exactly. I
have to agree. And guys, if you're new in this dance, please do not run from the old school or the original dancers. You can learn a lot.
Okay, hold on. What's up, Sharvin? Sharvin says, stepping is a pattern. Dancing is a feeling. You can be taught a pattern, but you can't be taught how to feel. Oh, yes, Sharvin. Awesome.
That's a good
Takes time. Yes, Sharvin. Hey, what's up, Sharvin? Out of North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Great point.
Yes.
Great point. And again, I guess it comes back to...
And he said he expressed that. He expressed it all the time.
In your class.
Yes.
And I think if you're teaching a class, guys, I think you need to start getting over into trying to teach your students something other than just a stepper's beat. Try to maybe give them a little homework and say, this week I want you to listen to this one song, and then I want you to come in and I'm giving away ideas.
That's fine. That's what it's about.
But listening to a song, give everybody the same song, and say, okay, next week when you come in, we got a little test that we're doing.
Right.
I want you to dance this song on a different instrument. I want you to find the hi-hat. I want you to find the flute. I want you to hear the kick drum. I want you to hear the bass line. Dance off the bass line. I have danced with Maurice Thomas.
Out of Milwaukee?
No, Thomas. The one that dresses real nice
Yeah.
and stuff. I danced with him, and we danced the whole song off the bass line alone. That man had me in such a pocket, I didn't even hear the rest of the music. I don't know. Let me tell you something. It felt amazing just to be able to feel him, and dance off something else other than the traditional steppers beat. Listen, we got to do better, guys. We're seeing each other at all these events, and some of you guys are looking the exact same. I'm just going to put it out there. I see you in Atlanta. I see you in Milwaukee, New York. Where we go? North Carolina, Florida. You look the exact same. I saw you last year. You look the same. You do this year. I'm just saying. I'm going to need you to step the game up.
But it comes with time.
And you already been dancing, though. All right, let me
but hold on. Let's stay right there just a second. Just because you've been dancing, if you are not around the right people, you could dance forever. And still, let me tell you something. If you don't have people that's willing in your community where you are, if you don't have people, men and women that's willing to sow into you without you trying to go to a class or something, and let me tell you something. I can honestly say I'm thankful because I've had many in this community of Atlanta, Georgia, who has sown into me, and I have to go to no class, you know. But you know what? And even the class I have, they say, I want you to come to class. Come on me. So what that tells me is that their interest was not about the money. It was really about
the dance,
growing this dance.
Yes.
That people can. Let me tell you something. Keep this in mind. What I learned more and more also, when other people see that you are hungry for this dance, they be glad to work with you and not say you ain't got to reach in your pocket one time. Mm-hmm. But you know, and let me tell you what I do. How I do that, if I know people who've been invested in my life in this dance here, when I see them out, I say, hey, do you drink? Mm-hmm. You want some orange juice? Mm-hmm. You want some water? You want a pop? You know, mm-hmm. I don't mind buying them a drink because you know what? Because I really can't pay. I really can't pay for what they gave me anyway.
Good. That's good. That's good.
Even if I was going to the class for what they put,
mm-hmm.
I can't pay for that. Lockman says no one does this dance alike. That's true. Mm-hmm. Learn the structure, the basics of the dance, then do you. Exactly. And
I agree.
And so that's what I've learned over time. And if you're in a community, and like me, I don't push anything on anyone. But if someone says, hey man, I saw this here, here you go. Mm-hmm. I don't say you gotta. If somebody see a move that I do or see something I do on a dance floor, they say, man, you know what? I want to learn that. Okay, here you go. I'm not going to say come to my class to get that. You don't need, man, it is right here.
But what if that person is not ready for what you just tried to show them?
I say, okay. That's all I say. Okay.
Everything ain't for everybody.
It's not.
Some folk just need to really just stick to just a left and a right turn.
Right. But I'm
just saying.
That's a reality.
I'm serious. I mean, I think there are a lot of dancers that I just absolutely love to watch. I mean, absolutely love to watch, and they know it.
Right.
I go up to them every set. If I see them and say, baby, I'm stalking you tonight. So they're going to sit right here and just stare at you, okay?
At least they tell you. At least you tell them you're stalking.
I don't want you putting no charges against me, baby. I told you I was stalking you. How you going to put charges against me? I'm just saying. But I let them know I have admired you for a couple of years since I've been dancing. And those women will come to me often and tell me, Latika, I can see your improvement. Oh my God, Latika, you're really looking good. That, to me, that's priceless.
I see a statement that says, I've paid so much money to be taught wrong.
Ooh. Do we want to touch that?
Well, let me just say this. Let me say, now, I'm not, and I can't, the key thing, what I cannot do is this. I cannot discount someone's experience.
Right.
What I'm about to say really has nothing to do with that person's experience.
Okay.
But what I will say is this. If even though we may consider it being taught wrong, but when you look at the fact, that's when it comes to stepping, it's kind of a touchy arena, a touchy subject about being right and wrong.
Right.
Simply because we had this on a segment some time ago, but simply because there is no written structure in a sense of saying there's no policy of saying this is how it should be done. This is it. So, but I like to always look at. I didn't get taught it wrong. What I got taught a different way than what I desire now today.
That's a good one.
I got taught a different way.
A different way of dancing.
I've evolved.
But I appreciate
what was given to me, because guess what? Whoever taught you that, if they didn't teach you that much that you did learn then, would you still be in the game now?
Right. So obviously it was something that you learned that made you stay in it.
Something that they did give you that made you stay, but
try to learn
and
more.
then you further your dance along the way as you grow. So I always struggle with that word taught wrong.
I agree.
You know, even when somebody come back and say, you know, you've been taught wrong, baby. You was taught a different way. But it don't mean it's wrong. It's because guess what? Because there is no policy, for lack of better words to use, there is no policy on how to teach this dance. Because some people teach on 8, some teach on 6. Doesn't matter. There is no policy on how to teach it. But the reality is, at least it gets you going. And then because guess what? Let me tell you something. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm really not trying to be funny. No, I'm not. Not right here. If
not right here. Not right now. He's not.
If you grew up on a farm all of your life and you never ever left that farm life, is farm life wrong? It's all you know. Sure. And if everybody you hung around was, let me tell you something. Here's a touchy subject. What's funny is, if a white kid is raised in a black family, being around black people all their life, all they're gonna say they're a different color, but they don't really know they white till somebody tell them they white. They know they're a different color. They know they lighter than me, but they don't know that they white until somebody tell them they're white. Prime example, they got this new thing going on right now that's in schools. They're trying to implement it, and international has already started. And they are saying that they've gotten away from gender calling. You don't label male, you don't label female. You don't label boy, you don't label girl.
Listen.
I'm just telling you.
Listen.
But because guess what? Think about this here. You don't know that you're different until somebody tell you.
This is true.
Now let's just face it. That's why I say the subject of saying it's wrong.
Right.
If where you are in your area that you are in, if you never left that area,
that's true,
you would enjoy the dance just the way you learned it at that time.
I hope that's an interesting way to look at it, because I had to look at it that way too. Yeah. Because initially I thought, oh my God, I spent all this money and all these years on doing it wrong. And at the time my instructor told me, no.
You got this, guys. Okay. Doing all of the turns and so-called moves, but have no idea about the basics. Exactly. That was Doc.
But then you got to go back to the basics. The basics are so different. Some people do the basics. So there's no one way to do a basic.
No.
I mean, is there really any one way to say
your basics is the building
Chicago
of a house? You got to get the foundation and build on it. You have to put the time in. Exactly, Doc. Yeah, that's right. Everything, like I said, here's Doc. Thank you. That you just live it somewhere else. A foundation is just what it is. You got to have a solid foundation, but no house look the same.
This is true.
But you still have to have a foundation on the building blocks of how to put that house in the right place and make sure it's level.
I agree.
But over time, that house begins to groom itself and start looking different.
So
take form. It's the exact word for it. And so, yeah, that's because we learn the basics a different way. Kevin, Doc, here we go. The basics is the most important part. What's up, Doc? Kevin? Most important part of this dance, because it's all... If all else fails, you can go back to the basics. Man, Doc, Kevin, Doc, that's a great statement. Yes, that is very true. That's true. Very true.
But Kevin, do you agree that there is not one way of a basic though? Or is that just a whole nother subject?
Okay, for y'all been in the game.
So many different basics, back on 7, walk up on, and I know that all during the dance, you're doing different stuff with your 7s, you're doing different stuff with your feet. Well, I get all that.
Like I said, learn the basics first. But what is the basics? That's what we're talking about right now. So different people might teach the basics differently, but does it make it wrong? Come on, y'all been out there. I can't answer that. That's opinionated.
I'm gonna be honest. Let me say this from my own personal experience. The basic that I got first versus the basic that I have now, they're very similar. It was only a couple of changes.
Exactly.
But again, you're going back to that foundation.
Right.
There was a couple of changes that had to be made, but the changes that have been made now fit my style better, if that makes sense.
Fits you as a person.
It fits me as a person better.
It works better for you.
It works better for me.
Makes sense.
So
LC, here we go.
Okay.
Do research. How many people have that instructor? How many people have that instructor good? Where are the fruits of one's labor?
LC baby, this one's for you, sweetie. Here we go. Here you go. That was for LC. I love you. There you go.
Maurice says, one could learn basics a certain way that will make the dance harder.
That's my point.
I can go with that.
Because you have a lot of times the woman is, you feel all her back. She's back, so she's not in. She's, but that's how she was taught. Or you know what I mean? They're basic. In other words, you don't have your you, the man, the dance space.
Good.
The woman never even makes it up to the dance space. She's back here the entire time. So the man is having to pull. It's a pulling match the entire time. But that was their basic. That's the way they were taught. So who's to say what's right, what's wrong? Is that old school versus new school? Is that an old school basic? Is there an old school basic? Is there a new school basic? Does it matter?
Okay, Doc said when you walk up your 7, you're getting into advanced movement. Also the start of the new school moves. LC says gotten good. Okay. Thumbs up. And yeah, that right. Okay, so Doc is saying what Doc is saying, people that who kind of do that 7, 8 in place or 5, 6 in place, then that's the basics of it. But when you start advancing your numbers, now you get more into Doc is saying,
get yourself ready for the next move.
But he's saying that's more of a new school. That's started more advancing to the new school now. So I guess he's saying the originals don't ever advance because there are no numbers. First of all, they're dancing to a rhythm. So they're not advancing in the dance. When I say advance, like moving forward. They're just dancing where they are moving as we're dancing. I don't know.
Is that a true statement? Old school originals. Do you guys advance your move? Like, I have heard this. In the basics, nothing is automatic. So in other words, you don't automatically move your 7, 8 up. It's not an automatic. Throughout the dance, you don't automatically do certain things just because.
Sharvin said the basics should lead to flow. If your flow isn't there yet, something is probably off with your basics.
Who said that?
Sharvin.
There you go, Sharvin.
What's up, Sharvin? I'm glad, man.
These
you know what?
Sharvin.
I want to say I'm glad, man. I have some experience dancers, been in the game a while on today, because you're helping me, helping a lot of other people who are out there listening. Hey, Cat in the Hat.
Great conversation.
Cat in the Hat, my man Cat in the Hat out of St. Louis.
Kat.
What's up, Cat? He said it starts in the class, workshops and privates. I play more of the classics when I'm teaching because I teach the students to concentrate on the lyrics as well as the beat of the song. Particularly Seymour. Hold on, guys. I gotta reach out and see more. Hold on. I need to see the rest of this. Where we at? Where'd I leave off at?
In class, something.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Teach. I can bring it back down. Hold on, guys.
Hold
I
on,
gotta read because
Catnet's
saying something.
Hold on.
Here we go. We're gonna stay right there for a second. Okay. Particularly if you are teach the students to concentrate on the lyrics as well as the beat of the song. Particularly if you're teaching folks the dance, you should be focused on the music as well as the pattern. So historically, if the foundation of the stepping it was built on classics, then I'm teaching usually mostly the classics with contemporary, newer music, sprinkle in every now and then. Just my opinion. Hey, that's great. Thanks, Kat.
Good point.
Yes, thanks.
Good point. Good point.
Okay. Donna P. Okay, so yeah, she agree with Sharp. Okay, LC says, I teach with 7.
8.
I teach with walk up 7-8 if prompted. Okay, so I know he's saying
nothing is automatic, like I said.
If you're led, and so he's saying what I think his LC saying is that if you're led that way, that person is leading you, then come on up with it. Okay, so Doc says the real problem is that you have a lot of people out here teaching, and they need to be in class themselves.
Oh my God.
Whew. All right. This is good. I mean, this is really, really good.
My eyeball got him.
This is good. And so that's what I like. I'm glad I have a lot of the experienced dancers and instructors on. And Charvin says at Doc, resident experts is what I call them, not really ready to teach. What's up, Charvin?
What's Charvin? What makes you ready to teach? I mean, oh Lord, I know we don't.
Man, what's our time?
Yeah, because we gonna have to.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Gonna get his way.
You know what? I tell you what, guys. I think we want to come back to this same topic again next week.
Again?
Because this is good. Because let me tell you something. Right now, there's so much wealth of knowledge being poured out right now that I don't want to miss out on.
Right, because it's a lot. I don't even want to go further because there's so many things that are being said, and I think we need to pull apart and get. I know we had talked about having people actually on the show remote.
Yes.
Maybe next week we can look into doing that.
Let's do that.
If you're interested in being on,
okay,
and you can actually be on.
See, Kevin Doc says, well, when you start walking up to 7 and 8, you're starting to put your personality into your dance to attempt to change your basics and create your style in your dance. Wow. You see, yeah. So you see, this is something that I don't want to just let it go.
Yeah,
because
this
is good.
This is good.
And we got a lot of great dancers and a lot of historical guys who've been in this game a long time.
And we respect your opinions.
We definitely
totally respect your opinions.
And we appreciate you all coming on, because what we're gonna do next week, we're gonna reach out to a couple people and see about getting you to come on to the show. We can I figured out a way to do that remote, where people can actually see you and hear you. And so
if you're interested, hit us up, or we're going to call you and make you be interested.
Inbox Tika Billups or inbox DJ Neil. You already on my feed. Inbox one of us. Let us know that you would love to come on do the remote and talk to us and talk to the people so they can hear you as well. Mm-hmm. Because this is a good topic. I don't want to just run away from it. Yeah. Because this is, like you said,
this is what it's about.
This is thickening more and more.
Yes, and I'm loving it.
This
I'm
is
like,
awesome.
oh.
Okay, yeah. Charvin said, just because you're the person in your area that knows the most doesn't mean you're supposed to be the area instructor, aka residential expert.
Charvin.
Also email us. Matter of fact, do this here. We want to start really get people pushing me to the email. Email us at talkingT2016 at gmail.com. Once again, talkingT2016 at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. And make sure you like the page.
Like the page with Tika as well. Go in there and email us so that we can start scheduling you for the interview to talk with us remotely. As we said we would do before we go off, we're going to read the announcements, things that's going on in the community.
You going to read them again?
Yeah, we'll do that one more time for those that missed it, came in a little late.
Only thing I had, my stuff is next week. So next week, Wednesday, I will be announcing the events that's scheduled for the end of September, that coming up weekend after next Wednesday. So I got your announcements. Don't flip out because you didn't hear it today. We just want people, we don't want to have to try to keep up with it. So we'd rather schedule it on a Wednesday to announce your event. If you want us to announce your event, please email it also to talkingT2016 at gmail.com. If you do not email, do not tag us in a flyer. That doesn't work. Email it to us because we do have a producer that goes through the emails and makes sure we have what we need. We're real close to a budget.
Yeah. So so this coming Friday here in Atlanta.
Go ahead.
We got the 23rd Experience the Atlanta Nightlife, sponsored by Intense Dance Challenge, held at the Drury Inn and Suites. That's going to be in Morrow, Georgia, from 8 to 1. And then on the Saturday is going to be the Intense Dance Challenge, going to be held at Clayton State. The doors open at 12:30. Mm-hmm. So that's going on in Atlanta. Also, this weekend in Birmingham, we have Custom Steppers, Keep It Simple. Mm-hmm. The weekend pass is $45. The event will be held at the Birmingham Firefighter Union Hall. So go to Custom Steppers Facebook page and get more details for what the address and everything.
That's Lenora?
That's Lenora and Pony Mac down there in Alabama.
Okay.
And so, guys, you know, we want to say thank you.
Well, wait a minute before we end. Also in Atlanta, we're doing every Wednesday night at Backstage.
Yes.
They're doing open floor dancing after the class. I think maybe 9 o'clock until. So at Backstage over off of Old National in Atlanta,
yes.
every Wednesday.
Garby Road.
Let's get it in, Garby Road.
Yes.
Also, before we end, I want to make sure, Carolyn, I know you're not on Facebook, you don't do technology and all that stuff, but we're praying for you. We know you just had surgery. So we can't wait to see you back on the dance floor, honey. Old school. I'm just saying. Yeah. We can't wait to see you back out
let's
there.
not forget, we also said at the beginning of the show, Coco has asked us that, man, we all go in
yes.
and do a personal video because Al has been moved now to rehabilitation. He's got to learn how to walk and talk all over again. Yes. And so he's going to need some words of encouragement from all of us. So if you don't mind, do a short video, encourage him, and post it to Al's timeline.
Please, flood his timeline.
Flood his timeline. And she's going to let him hear these videos throughout his as he progresses. She's going to keep playing them. So words of encouragement. So let's not forget to do that. Mm-hmm. So let's keep that in mind.
Well, in closing, I want to say this. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. Keep the faith. It will be all worth it in the end.
Absolutely.
So hard times don't mean it's over, baby. That's just getting you ready for some great stuff ahead.
That's right. And we're going to pick this up again next week.
Yes, believe it.
Because this is good. So it's so much more information that's out there that we didn't even get to it all today. But for time's sakes, we're going to get back to this again next week.
Yes, we are. Hey, go back to work. Bye, guys.
Love y'all. God bless. Thank you.